buy a car that's standard and then just mod it. Not what I'm doing. It's taking something that's rubbish and making it nice. So dog's dinner to a show winner. I can't remember a time where I've not been designing anything. As far back as my memory goes, we're always designing something, drawing something. Used to design trainers, and then once I designed the trainer, give it a name and give it a little brand. I've always been interested in cars. Well, I've always been interested. I've always been surrounded by cars, always cool cars, so I suppose you take them for granted, really. When I was growing up, my dad were restoring cars, building custom cars, AC Cobras, racing Jags, things like that. So designing and cars intersect quite well, I guess. I mean, as a designer, you can design anything. If you ask me to design a light socket, I'll be able to do that. 1991, designing cars. Airbrushing their gouache paint, paintbrush, chrome reflection. And then when you're sort of studying cars and studying the light and shade on the cars, you're always thinking, how can I make that better? How can I make that customised? Or, can't just live with anything. Nothing is standard. I was on the lookout for another car. I'd sold a previous sort of project car, show car, which was the 912, 911, grey one. That won quite a few awards. So you got to move on and do something new. I didn't really want to do another 911. So on the lookout for a Ferrari project, which again has never been, you can't really find them. Everybody wants to do a project car restoration job because obviously there's some cash in it. Been searching for about 3 years, looking for a resto project, something where I can cut my teeth, build the thing up, learn to weld. That was a bit of a tick box that I wanted to learn. This black 328 popped up on eBay, of all places, in York. So half an hour away, which is good. And in black, unbelievable. It sort of felt like it's meant to be. Drove over, had a look at it, fucking hell, this thing needs a lot of work. You just want to build a car, put the suspension on it, drop it, do all the nice bits. But this thing needed stripping back to nothing, no nice bits, all the horrible bits that nobody wants to do, and then have some fun with it and do all your little design cues. If the car was 90% there, and you just got to put wheels on it, suspension on it, drop it, you wouldn't have any of these little tricks I've done to it, because the wing mirrors would be standard because they're too expensive. The seats would be standard. The rear arches wouldn't be flared. You just wouldn't do it to it. But because everything were missing and I had to purchase them, you can't afford £15,000 wing mirrors, so it's cheaper to design your own and get them, custom made. So that's what happened. And everyone thinks you've got big balls, but in actual fact, you're just having some fun, and everything's a little opportunity to do a cool design trick. Most about the car now it's done is driving it. I didn't expect to like it as much as I do. When you're building this thing, you think, you just can't drive nice, it's impossible. But then now it's finished, get the engine in, gearbox, the clutch, everything, it's just so smooth and beautiful. And then first time you drive it, obviously you're bedding it in, and you don't really know how it drives, you're just sort of moving it around and scared and hoping that it stops and starts and fucking doesn't set on fire. And then after a bit you've built up your trust. It's time to open it up, and when you do, you get it past the 5,000 revs and it's just a different land altogether. Loads of people say to me, why didn't you just buy a finished one? And you go, wow, you are completely missing the point of this. It's like asking a kid, do you want a finished Spitfire, or do you want an Airfix kit and you can build your own Spitfire? Who's going to want a finished Spitfire? Put it on your shelves. Bored out of my brain. That journey of creating something, innit? We're creatives. If you're not building something, you know what you're doing on this planet. I'm always thinking, when this is finished, I'm going to shoot it from there, and then that's going to look wicked, and then that crop's going to look gorgeous and backlit. So the mirrors, I know for a fact, are going to look wicked from that angle, side angle like this, but then from the front, you know, it follows the wings and curls up. I suppose I'm quite lucky in the sense that I've succeeded in everything I wanted to do, and now I can sort of put everything into practice, you know. As a successful design agency, I've worked for Kahn, designing wheels and all that sort of stuff, so for me, I've got all the shiny things around me now. Now I just have to play with them and create new things. So I suppose I feel successful, and you feel successful when you've created something that was scabby and created something beautiful, so that is success.